Yeah.
How do you think Belt and Road compares with other international strategies? I mean, I'm obviously thinking of G7's B3W, Build Back a Better World.
One of them exists and one of them is a pipe dream. That's that's
Yeah, exactly.
the very blunt answer there. Now, the
Mm,
interesting thing is that while China was growing and more countries were joining the Belt and Road Initiative, this is where, again, you have the United States and our Western allies basically saying to each other, well, we need to do something to kind of counter China. Why don't we come up with our own, version of the Belt and Road Initiative? We're seeing the difference between America's approach to, let's say, a continent like Africa and China's approach. And one of the quotes that I used in my videos was, the United States always looks at Africa as a problem to be solved, while China looks at Africa as an opportunity. And this is the very fundamental difference. And I've watched a lot of interviews from African leaders. They're very unhappy with how the United States treats them.
mm,
Typically, for example, every year we host this, United States, the Summit of Africa leaders, where we'll invite all 54 leaders from all 54, African countries. And what happens is, and this is what the African diplomats say, we're all go to Washington, D.C., but then we got to go listen to the United States say, look, Africa, this is what you need. And they address us as Africa. They don't actually address us as 54 individual countries with 54 individual needs and 54
mm.
individual wants and 54 individual goals. And that's kind of the difference. Well, one of the simple things that the Chinese did was just simply go to all 54 countries, and just simply say, well, what do you need? Right? Because if
Yeah.
you're Mozambique, maybe you need a bridge. Well, guess what? If you're Kenya, maybe you need a railway. And then if
Mm,
you are, Egypt, well, then maybe you need better, a government building. It's like, what does everybody need? And so it's
yeah.
just these little details that have really, given China the upper hand in doing these, and basically having a great success. And, that would just fundamentally open up more opportunities for business, for commerce, for real estate, for everything. This long-term planning with China and really seeing it into the future.